What up, amigos? Back with another video. So this one's from a few weeks back. Chasing Spanish mackerel from the kayak. Heaps of fun. So grab yourself a amigo juice, not sponsored, and sit back. We'll check it out. It was a good fish. So stay tuned. Let's check it out. So I'd actually just hooked a tuna before this one. So I was sitting on a bait school. There was a bust up. The tuna pulled hooks, and he'd kind of pulled the plastic off the jig head a little bit. So I was re-rigging the plastic and just making sure it would swim. So that bad boy there, that's the exact plastic. So 3.75 inch Z-Man streaks on a 3/8 jig head, doing the damage. The fish were chasing really small bait like tuna do. So matching the hatch, small little bait, chasing bust up. So, and here I was sitting on the bait still. The tuna had moved off, but I got sick of chasing bust up. So I was like, hey, I'll hang with the bait and see if the tuna will come to me. Oh, big on.
Not a tuna.
So not head shaky, kicky, straight run. Went down. Heaps of weight.
Holy.
Yep. And my drag was not happy. Do you ever get sick of that sound?
Man, I'm losing line pretty quick.
So I'm fishing 30-pound braid, 40-pound leader. It ain't no 0.2 PE, 4-pound brim gear, so it's not heavy gear, like not heavy for chasing max, but heavy enough to be dragging me like that, pulling drag like that. It was a solid fish. It was getting down to the backing. On my reel, I had some mono that I inherited. I think it was probably from the 70s or something. So there was no way in hell I wanted that seeing the light of day.
Down to the backing, eh?
So trying to like follow him a little bit here and just make sure I got some braid on the reel, because things were getting hairy. So fishing a 4,000 size spinning reel. I think the rod's about a 6 to 8 kilo.
There's a big school of bait here. Massive.
Big pump, amigo.
Just underneath me there's a huge school. Yeah.
So we've been chasing bust ups all morning. There was plenty of tuna around. They just weren't that interested in what we were throwing, or we just weren't in the right place at the right time.
Like it was a real weird hit and then it went down. It's gonna go again.
Again, I was convinced it was a shark, so in a way that was kind of a good thing, because I wasn't stressed about it. I was like, okay, I got a shark here. I want to get him up, but if it's a shark, I'm not worried about it. I'm not too fussed about landing it. Yeah, and off it goes, screaming again. In again. So every time I get some line back, it'd just go, and I'd see a bit of backing, and my butt would tense a little bit.
And if it was a shark, it'd probably bite me off because it was only one of those little plastics.
So again, really confused about the fish. I'm like going, okay, yeah, this is a shark, but you know, shark's gonna rub through my leader after a while, even if he's just hooked in the lip. Like it's they can do it rub through 40 pound like it's nothing. But again, I didn't think it was a mackerel. I just didn't have mackerel on the mind at all. And again, mackerel would normally snip through 40 pound pretty damn easy. So got really lucky with this fish.
I'd say it's decent size or whatever it is.
So just starting to slug out with this thing now. So I remember trying to, like, I'm not doing it so much there, but I remember thinking, like, when this thing was straight, pulling me straight, I just didn't have much pressure on it. So like in the middle of the fight, I'm trying to get the kayak side on a little bit. So just like using the rudder to try and put a bit more tension on the fish. So now a big fish with a kayak, like if it's pulling you straight, it's just going to pull you along, and it's not doing too much work. So using a bit of leverage on it to try and get a little bit more hurt on this thing, try and wear it out.
Yeah, I would have thought if it was a shark, it would have me off straight away, because it's only like a little flat bit. Behind.
Oh, look at that, spotting bust ups for the amigos while fighting a fish, multi-talented. Jeez.
Oh, come on. Every time I get a bit back on, off he goes again.
So all through this middle of the fight, like I'm pumping and whining on him and I'm getting a bit of line, but really just the weight of the fish is kind of putting a bit of hurt on my drag. So slowly kind of getting line, but not much. What a cracking day, look at it, nice and flat. Still pretty early on. So I still had a trolling line out. So when I was trolling, while I was casting, I had a hard body trolling out the back. So because this fish has like pulled me around and sort of moved me around, I was getting a bit concerned about that line out the back. So I'm kind of like in two minds of whether do I turn around and try and get the line in or just focus on the job. So I decided I'd just focus on trying to get this fish in, just letting all the gear do the work and trying to, you know, trying not to tighten that drag up too much and trying not to, you know, panic it and try and get it up quick. But again, it helped that I thought it was a shark and I wasn't too worried about it. So, you know, I wasn't stressing too much, just trying to fight the fish and get it done.
Yeah, he's slowly getting him up.
trying to finish this thing off.
I don't have my sunnies on, so I can't see shit down there.
Yep, still expecting a shark to pop up any minute. So I wasn't down circle like a tuna, so still like, okay, I don't know what this is, but I'm thinking it's a shark still. So I was trying to like get it, I was trying to pull it forward, so rather than try and lift it up over its head because it was sitting underneath me, trying to pull it forward so it sort of pull its head and pull it up. That was the theory anyway, I didn't know what I was doing actually, but it sounds good. So pull him forward, pull him up, trying to get his head up.
We got 40 litre, so put a bit of hurt on him, but he was taking it, eh? Big pump.
So old Wonky Dog can smell a Amigo pumping wine from a mile away, so he come peddling over to see what all the fuss was about.
I was right down to the backing. Yeah.
So unfortunately he lost a decent fish or two earlier on.
I don't know what it is, it was real weird here.
I was so sad for him.
Mackerel.
Really sad.
Yes. Big shit. Look at that. Yeah, boy. Is it a mackerel?
So if you've watched videos of guys in kayaks that offshore fish all the time, gaff fish, and they make it look so easy, I guarantee it's not. It is not easy at all, so props to those guys, because they just whack it in there up and in the yak and that's it. Yeah, it's not easy. At least not for me anyway.
Come on.
Camera's rolling, Lee. The camera's on you.
Big miss. So you can see that plastic, that little plastic just pinned in his top jaw. So lucky to get it out. Still got teeth marks in the jig head. Very lucky.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's got him in the eye.
Yeah, literally like gaffed it in the skin of the eye. Yeah. Doing everything I can to try and lose this fish. And a miss.
He's only, hey? Yeah, I'm trying to get, oh!
Get him, boy.
Not real well gapped there.
Trip up here worth it. Oh, look at that.
So yeah, when tried to get a bit of a measure of it on the beach, so I went over over $1.30 m, so probably $1.34 m, 35, something like that. And by this time I was stuffed, and I'm trying to get this fish and deal with it. Fortunately, Wonky Dog was happy to take the fish in his front hatch, sucker. Anyway, so yeah, got him in the hatch. Tried to.
My arms are jacked, eh?
And I don't know if you can see, I'm just covered in blood and fish slime. It was beautiful. Yeah. My yak's still covered in slime, crusty old slime. Same with the wonkies. And in he goes.
Now I look like the big dog.
So there you go. what a cracking fish! Not what I expected. Awesome day out. You know, as you can see, the other amigos were there helping me out. So big thanks to Wonky and Adam and Christian out there on the day, keeping an eye out on each other. So, you know, if you're going out offshore fishing, it's always good to have some other people with you just to keep an eye on you and check in to see what's going. So, you know, often kayak fishing seems like a real kind of individual sport, but you know, it's always good to have the boys there help you out when you need a hatch to put your slimy, stinking, bloody mackerel in there, and carry it home for you. So, yeah, happy days. So, amigos, hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to making some more and hearing from you and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, thanks for dropping in. Make sure you get out there, get stuck in, smash them. See ya.